live that altar call moment. If I only would have listened that night, if I only would have listened March 23rd, 6:04 p.m. Pacific time, where that preacher was calling me to repent, turn to him, and turn to God. And I only would have listened. I only would have repent and turned to God as that preacher was telling me, turn to Christ. The good news is this, you don't have to go there. And you go to hell, you ignore tonight, you ignore the message of the cross, and you go to hell and you relive it over and over and over and over and over again. You miss the flight. Hell is real, the fire is real, the torment's real, but the realization that I didn't have to be here, that regret will never leave. That will be a thought you have in hell. I didn't have to come here. I didn't have to be here, but here I am. Here I am. And all these sins right now that you treat lightly, where you go, it's not a big deal, God understands, I'll deal with it later. It's not harmless in hell. It's not harmless on Judgment Day. Every little issue of sin in your life right now will be huge on Judgment Day, will matter massively on Judgment Day. Because right now, God is restraining the evil. There's still order, there's still conscience, there's still goodness, there's still mercy. Even unbelievers experience the grace of God. But that restraint, that God restrains evil in the world right now, there's no restraint in hell. There's no goodness, there's no mercy. And why would it be so bad? Because it was made for the devil and his angels. That's why. You got to stop playing with sin. Guys, you got to stop excusing sin. You got to stop justifying sin. Sin is not just a bad decision. I want you to start seeing sin as something that leads you somewhere. And that somewhere is hell. Sin leads you to hell. It goes, come on, I'm taking you somewhere. We're going places. It's not that big of a deal. God will forgive you. It's just a little masturbation. It's just a little fornication. It's just a little suicidal thought. It's just a little anger. It's just a little unbelief, resentment, jealousy. Come on, let's go. And you got to start seeing you're following sin somewhere. Sin is leading you to the depths of hell. And a lot of people in there right now, I would say most people that are in there did not expect to go there. They didn't think they were ever going there. Most people live, I'm a good person. I'm better than most people. God wouldn't send me there. Your salvation is not based on comparing whether you're good or not to other people. It's based on your relationship with Christ. The rich man in Luke 16, he wasn't expecting to go there. He lived a comfortable, rich life. He wasn't panicking. He wasn't preparing for judgment. He was living a normal life, and suddenly everything changed. Sudden transition. One moment alive, the next moment in eternity. There's no transition period, guys, when you die. There's no get ready moment. It's instantaneous. Matthew 24, the Son of Man comes at a moment you don't expect. The danger is not just rejecting God. The danger is assuming you have more time. You don't know the day or the hour. You could die in 30 seconds. You don't know. There's no planning for this. People in hell, they didn't know they were going there. They were distracted. They assumed they were fine. They were unprepared. It's not the people that look the worst that are in hell. It was too late. It was too late. Hell was made for the devil and his angels, Matthew 25. God's original plan for you was not for you to go to hell. He created you for a relationship, fellowship, and eternity with him. The very beginning, the Garden of Eden, God's desire was for man to walk with him. Hell was never part of God's plan. So why do people end up there? Okay, let's start landing here. We got a lot. We've already been going over an hour. Why do people end up there? Because they reject God. Because they reject Jesus. They reject truth. And when someone rejects God, they align themselves with the same rebellion as Satan, and they go to a place that was designed for Satan. Now, some of you might say, well, how could a loving God send someone to be in this terrible place forever? Let me ask you this question. How could a loving God send you to be somewhere with him and somewhere forever that you don't want to go? You say you hate God? You don't want to be with God? You don't like God? Okay, then there's a place for you. Why would, if God is loving, why would he send you to be with him when you hate him? Why would he send you to be in eternity in a place where you don't want to be? Your destination is hell by default. It's not like God sending you there. That's where you're going. You chose the kingdom of darkness. Question's backwards. People, how could a loving God send people to hell? How about the question is, this is the real question. Why would people who reject God, why would people reject God who is trying to save them from hell? Why would God send me there? Why would you reject him? If he's trying to save you, why do you reject him? He's not trying to send you there. He's trying to rescue you from there. That's why Jesus came. That's why the cross happened. That's why the gospel is preached. The cross proves, think about this for a moment. You probably never heard this. The cross proves that God does not want you to go to hell. If God wanted you to go to hell, there would be no cross. But the cross is proof that God does not want you in hell. Jesus said, I'm going to make a way where there's no way. Lives a perfect life, dies on a cross, took our punishment, rose again. Why? To make a way so that no one has to go to hell. God's desire is that not one person ever goes to hell, ever. He doesn't want that. Hell was not made for us. It's made for the devil and his angels. So here's your moment. Okay? Here's your moment. This is your time right now. Your time to say, God, I want to serve you. Now, this is not an incantation. This is not a magic word. This is not a ritual that we're doing. You cry out to God and say, God, I want you to save me. I need you in my life. Right now, stop scrolling. Stop being distracted. Stop reading the comments. I want you for just a moment to really hear me. This is not just another live stream. And I feel the conviction of God right now. This is not just another message. This is a moment between you and God. You're not here by accident. You didn't just randomly click on this. Someone earlier said, my first time. It's not by chance. You didn't just randomly stumble into this. God's trying to get your attention because eternity is real and you're going to spend forever somewhere. If you died tonight, I want to ask you this question, not a church question, not a religious question, a real question. If you died in the next 5 minutes, where would you go? Not where do you hope you'd go? Not where do you think you'd go? Where would you go based on your life? Based on what your life actually shows, where would you go? Some of you right now, you're not right with God. And I hold back tears saying that. You're not right with God. You don't even need me to convince you. You're not right with God. You feel it. You know it. The conviction is there. I'm not right with God tonight, Isaiah. I need God in my life right now. I cannot play any longer. I cannot go through the motions any longer. I need God to come and save my life right now. I need a relationship. I don't have one. I don't know him. I have no connection with him. Some of you know you're not right with God. You know you've been living in sin. I don't even have to hit you over the head with the Bible. You know you've been ignoring God. You know you've been putting this off. You know you've been playing games spiritually. And tonight God's calling you. Not about fear. This is about truth. I'm not here to try to scare you. I'm here to tell you the truth because truth is what saves. Truth is what rescues. Truth is what gives you a chance to respond. And I am throwing a lifeline at you. I'm telling you that you're drowning. And here comes a lifeboat. And Jesus is on that lifeboat. And you're yelling, why should I serve you, Jesus? I hate you, Jesus. I want to serve another God. There's plenty of other gods. I hate you. I don't want you. And you're yelling at Jesus. You're drowning in the middle of the ocean. Here he comes on a lifeboat. And you ask Jesus, why you? And here's his answer. Because nobody else is coming. There's nobody else coming to save you. Muhammad, Buddha, Joseph Smith, Confucius, Ellen DeGeneres, Oprah Winfrey, name it. I don't know who. Donald Trump, Joe Biden, none of them. None of them are coming to save you. None of your favorite singers. Jesus says to you as you're drowning, treading water, in 5 minutes, you're dead. Sharks all around you. And here he is on a lifeboat saying, take my hand. Take my hand. You, oh, why should I? He goes, because nobody else is coming. Nobody else is coming. I'm the only one coming. There's nobody else going to save you. He's the only one that came and died. A God that looks for the lost. A God that dies for the villains. A God that dies for the broken. A God that dies for the hurting. There's no God like our God. You still have time, but you won't have time forever. Right now, you have right now, oh, I felt the Holy Ghost tonight. Right now, you have something that many people in hell wish they had. Please don't relive this moment in hell. You have something that many people in hell wish they had, and that's time. You have time, you have breath, you have opportunity, but you don't know how long it'll last. You don't know how long you'll have time, you don't know how long you'll have breath, and you don't know how long you'll have an opportunity. Some of you think, well, I'll just do this later. I'll get serious with God another day. No, you don't need another day. Now's the day of salvation. Now, the longer you wait, the harder your heart will become, and the lower your chances are you'll actually serve God. Your heart, whether you believe it or not, every time you don't respond to altar calls like this, your heart gets harder. Your heart gets harder. But tonight you have a chance to respond. Tonight, Jesus says, I'm ready to forgive you right now. No matter what you've done, this is an altar call right now. No matter how far you've gone, no matter how messed up your life is, Jesus right now is ready to forgive you. He's ready to cleanse you. He's ready to restore you. He's ready to heal you. He's ready to deliver you. He's ready to give you a new life, but you have to respond. He's not going to force you. He's not going to make you. He's giving you an invitation right now to say, God, I want to serve you. God, I want to know you. I want to worship you. I'm tired of playing games. Time is running out. I could hear the clock ticking. This is the most important decision you'll ever made. And there's billions of people burning right now, being tortured by demons in hell, would do anything to be in the spot you're in. They would do anything to have one more chance. Hell prays. Hell's prayer request is please tell them about this place. That's the prayer of hell right now. There's billions of people burning alive, praying, please respond to this altar call. Please warn them. That's what the rich man said. Please send someone to warn my brothers. Don't live in hell. Don't